Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. I'm starting it off here with Dixie on a weekly time frame since the week is going to close soon. I'm trying to see if we can get a weekly close above that 103.50. As you can see, we are starting to still consolidate and trying to get into that resistance of that 103.50, but we are finding some trouble on the weekly. We have one more day for that. And then keep in mind, next week, Tuesday, is 4th of July. So it's going to be a light trading week probably next week because people will be out for the holiday since it's on a Tuesday. It probably won't come back until the end of the week. That's just how it goes. So prepare yourself for a possible low volume environment. And in that low volume environment, apparently some institutions like Celsius and them are going to be cashing out of their altcoins. So you might see Bitcoin get some love due to the fact that people are taking the risk off of alts and they're putting it into Bitcoin or ETH. So be aware of that because of the Bitcoin ETF that's coming. That is going to require that supply to be held by these institutions that are offering these products. And that will be another reason for a possible upside in Bitcoin to come. So as you can see, what I want to point out is the daily right now is already in a decent bullish stance. We're finding resistance at the 100 EMA, which is at 103.30. That is the weekly level that I would love to close above in Friday's CME close at 4 p.m. Eastern. If we could get above 103.65, even better. But as we are trudging up over here, right, you will see Bitcoin, ETH, and tech stocks feel a little bit of the pressure because now the currency is being more expensive to borrow. That's the basic gist of Dixie going up. The value is higher, so you need more margin, I guess, if you want to use it in your trades. Right now, we are fulfilling this inverse head and shoulder thing that we were looking at. I'm still looking at even on a 4-hour resistance at 103.30. The worst thing that can possibly happen is tapping into that level and then coming back down. But if we can officially get a 4-hour open and close above that and start consolidating there, we can see quick move up into next week open because we are expecting interest rate increases and there could be 2 consecutive interest rate increases from the FOMC. That's what Powell was talking about yesterday when he was, I don't know, he was in somewhere in the other country in Europe doing a speech. So just be aware of that moving forward. Last thing I can point out is that the RSI is just wound up for trying to take out this high. So this previous high that's here, we're about to take that out in the next 4-hour close, I'm assuming. Don't hold me to that. This is not financial advice, just my opinions. So don't go crazy with your trades. Let me now show you guys Bitcoin on a daily. Oops. So here's Bitcoin on a daily. You can see that we've had a lot of pokes in this $30,800 area, and everyone, including myself, was short from 31. And I did take my profit lower because I had a stop loss that was triggered from a trailing stop loss at like 301-ish, and then I actually flipped long and I closed my long at around 3 in the morning because I saw this starting to trickle up. I didn't get the whole move, but I got enough of it to not complain and yeah, bag that in the pocket as well. So right now I'm currently not in any trade. I am trying to see today how high we can get on the 4-hour open and closes. And then I will be looking for another short because if you can see on the RSI, we've officially lost the bullish control zone. We had one nice attempt to get back and reject. And here's our dead cat bounce situation right now. We are officially under the 9 EMA trying to get back above it at 30,362. So as long as we can close a 4-hour above that, that's great. But if we lose that 30,362 level, then we can come back, test into 29.8. And then I'm still waiting for my test of 28,800. Maybe it's going to come next week, if not this week. But I have that level like eyed on like pretty hard right now. I do think that that level needs to be tested. Here's the 4-hour on Bitcoin. You can see we completely came off overbought. Oscillators got perfect time to reset. We didn't even really dip that hard. We only went to 29.8. So oscillators right now are telling you you have room to the upside. So if you can hold a 4 hour above this 30,500, the possibility of opening the next 4 hour and continuing up to take out these highs is very, very likely. There's a lot of money sitting over here, and I know that's not as equal as possible, but if you see this, this is where everyone's stop loss is, right here. For anyone who is short, that's where the stop loss is. Anyone who's long, this is where your stop loss is probably. Not that low, but you know, like somewhere around here. So all this liquidity is there for the downside. Now retail is really, really hoping for upside, and traders who are scalping short are doing that in hopes that the ETF coming doesn't really cause as much of a demand for Bitcoin as people assume. It's kind of like a sell the news event kind of thing. You're kind of setting up a little head and shoulder situation here. So just be aware that coming into that $30,300 level is not a bad thing. I mean, sorry, 28,800, 28,900 is not a big issue to come into this level. It's when you start having open and closes underneath this level that, okay, now we're going to be testing to make a lower high. Coming down this low, when you come back into that 55 EMA, more than likely the first time is going to be a rejection. So 29,800 will flip into resistance if we lose 29,800 again and have a 4 hour open and close underneath. So just be aware of that moving forward. I'm going to leave, I'm going to delete this doodle. I'm going to delete this. I'm just going to delete it all. Forget it. You get the gist of what I was trying to get at. I just want to keep it clean because some people get confused with too many doodles. And here is ETH on a daily time frame. You can see we are, if anything, ETH is a little bit healthier than Bitcoin right now on the, yeah. So Bitcoin, as beautiful as Bitcoin looks on a daily, the room to the downside is huge, okay? 28,800, 28,900 is a very respectable place for you to find some downside if it comes. Now, if you look at ETH is already doing the test of support right here on that last daily close. Today's daily, when we opened from 1820, this 1820, 1830, we've been talking about how many times? We just got into 1870, 1860. So that was a nice $50 move from the low of yesterday's close, which was 1816, and we're testing into 1860. Having 4 hour open and close above 1855 is a good thing for upside continuation. RSI tested the 0.5 and is pushing off. Looks like ETH might, get some love here to take out all these stops over here at 1950, and once you do that, you're gonna have a nice easy path to 2000 and then 22, and doing so will also bring Bitcoin up. So having Bitcoin looking at Bitcoin, you see that drop to the 21 is deep, but you might not even get it because ETH already tested it and is already going up. So market cap, if crypto in general, will be going up, and that some of that love will probably be going into Bitcoin. So just be aware of that ETH is showing you that downside potential is pretty limited right now. Here's the 4 hour on ETH. This looks like it's pretty properly consolidated here. You have confirmation of this is a pretty decent support here at 1815, 1810. So until you have a 4 hour open and close underneath it, you can't be bearish because this thing can still tighten up in the consolidation. Like I wouldn't be surprised at going in like this and then finding a nice pop up if it's gonna, this decision time is coming. So just be aware your first warning sign of downside to come will be a 4 hour open and close underneath this 1850. Yeah, 1850 is gonna be the midline of the range. The low is 1810. The top is 1930. So that little $100 range is what you are basically playing in. And if you are trying to scoop longs, I mean, having a stop loss underneath 1800 will probably be logical. And if you're shorting, having a stop loss above I would say like 1940 would be great. So that way you are basically not getting pushed out of your trade prematurely and you have an opportunity to make some money as the range trends in one direction or another. I am not, like, in my personal opinion, I would not be shorting this as of right now. I would actually wait for another 4-hour open and close and see if the 21 holds. If you hold this 1850 level, I would assume that we're just going to make an inverse head and shoulder here and continue on up. If you guys can see this, something like this. Hold this level and then you just continue on up to your measured move kind of situation. So that's what I'm looking at moving forward into the week's close, aka tomorrow. I will be extremely busy tomorrow, so I don't think I'm going to be able to make a video until afternoon, evening. And then today, if you guys have any questions, it would be a great time to ask me on the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that help this channel grow. So thank you so much, guys. If it wasn't for you guys, the channel wouldn't be continuing. And yeah, if you could leave me a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications, I would greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section also. I'll get back to you in the next one. And yeah, don't forget, guys, July is coming. Jelly July, our monthly renewal starts. If you're interested in members, I highly suggest DMing me. I am expecting some interesting trading like hypothesis. How do you want to say? I have a few possible paths of price to go, and I think we can entertain that with alts and Bitcoin and ETH on members for the month, and whatever you guys want to look at specifically, I'll look at that as well. So it's going to be very interesting seeing the dynamic of alts being sold off for Bitcoin and ETH. So watching Bitcoin dominance, ETH's dominance is going to be very interesting, and how the staking reward for ETH is affected as more people pile in, if it's still profitable in the long run or not. All of that will be answered in the next few weeks. So if you guys have any questions or concerns other than what we discussed, let me know. Other than that, have a great day. Trade carefully, be safe, don't over leverage, plan your trade, get your limit, get your exit, know your risk, and yeah, don't be greedy. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.